Thank you, Madam President. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, I'm pretty excited to have the opportunity to bring before us today our Economic Development Budget Bill. This bill has been quite an effort. As all budget bills, we had a series of subcommittee hearings and heard from our various departments, interests, our universities, and the work that they're doing, and looked at the governor's recommendations. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, I really truly believe that this is one of the best economic development bills that we put together in some time. The Economic Development Budget Bill.
The Senate will be in order. It's very noisy in here.
I know they're excited about this bill, Madam President. I could just hear the groundswell of support rising in the chamber and just almost hearing them say, stop right now, we're all going to vote yes. All right. This bill appropriates $78.5 million from the general fund to the Department of Cultural Affairs, Iowa's Economic Development Authority, the boards of regents, economic development programs. We have a little bit in there for the Iowa Finance Authority and the Public Employee Relations Board, the PERB, and then Iowa Workforce Development and their various divisions. I'm not going to go through all the items within this bill because there's plenty to talk about, and I know that all the members have really had an opportunity to review it. But I just want to say one thing. First of all, this bill really reflects the governor's budget, and we as Senate Democrats support the governor's proposal to create 200,000 jobs in Iowa, and we want to be part of that effort to help create those jobs. We believe that this budget will assist the governor in his efforts in a variety of different ways. We know, first of all, that economic development in the state of Iowa and job growth really has some various components to it. One, we need incentives to help land businesses to Iowa. We also, two, need to make sure that we connect Iowa workers to Iowa's businesses and those jobs that are being created, either by putting them on the right path through a vision or counseling, through Iowa Workforce Development, or through additional training programs. This bill also increases the amount of money that's available to Iowa businesses to assist their existing workers, to upgrade their skill sets, to handle new technologies. We also are in a war from talent. And ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, I don't think you maybe don't fully appreciate what we're up against. You know, in our committee meetings and dealing with the Iowa Technology Association, we have jobs that are sitting right now across the state that are unfilled because we don't have the talent that's available to fill those positions. The answer to that is let's upgrade Iowa's skill sets. But if you look at the demographics and the research that's coming out of Iowa State University, the numbers just don't add up to fill that. We have more people retiring than we have coming on the horizon to fill those jobs. And even if we educate every single Iowa worker to get them to the potential they need, we're still going to fall short. So that's why the efforts of the Department of Iowa Cultural Affairs and the Innovation Economy work is so important to making sure that those graduates from our Regents universities connect with Iowa businesses. And within this bill, we put and reopen one of the Iowa Workforce Development offices in one of our university towns, Ames, Iowa, and we think that that is very important. We also put additional resources into cultural grants for our communities. We also put dollars into the Main Street programs, which has been proven and had an economist show us the economic benefits of Main Street programs across Iowa to make our communities attractive. And we assist our communities in their planning efforts. All that adds up and assists in the total economic development package. One of the most important parts of our budget actually is dealing with the Iowa Department, the Economic Development Authority, and there are increases within their budget recommended from the governor. He increases $6.3 million for business development, marketing, tourism, site certification, and general operating expenses. We know that the tourism program is something important about selling Iowa, and with that there's $425,000 additional monies this year, plus the standing appropriation within that committee, and the standings bill has a gaming revenue that goes into it to add to about $2.6 million in marketing. The other program, the High Quality Jobs Program, is a very important program. It's been massaged over the years and streamlined. It used to be what we know as a SEBA, and within that there's $18 million of available monies. The governor's recommendation again, plus $1 million for the employee stock ownership plan to assist companies in transition so that those companies aren't sold and moved somewhere else. The other important part of our budget is the research through the regents. We have the Iowa State, UNI, and the University of Iowa economic development research programs, and we fund those at the governor's level. Plus, for the innovation fund, we increase that by $2 million. We think that innovation and moving those technological ideas forward are important to the growth of our state, and also to connect these talented young men and women who are coming up with ideas to make their ideas a reality, and a reality right here in the state of Iowa. Another important addition is a $500,000 to the University of Northern Iowa for an advanced Iowa program that works with Stage 2 companies, existing Iowa companies, to help them in marketing and research so they can expand and move forward. This program has been a pilot. It's been very successful and has a tremendous return for its investment, with jobs being created at a very high rate for the money spent. Moving on to the other major department, Iowa Workforce Development. I briefly talked about the importance of connecting Iowans with jobs and giving dislocated workers an opportunity to have a vision and to understand what training programs are available for them. And we're recommending reopening the workforce offices in Ames, Atlantic, Denison, Newton, and Clinton, besides speaking to the fact that we want to keep the existing offices across the state open. One of the other things that was in the governor's recommendation, and we heard from in committee that had a very high success rate, was the AMOS program, and it is a program that helps individuals that might have got out of prison, people that are trying to change their life around, and helps them move through skills upgrading into the world of work. We believe in that. And finally, trying to rush through this, Madam President, one of the also important parts of this bill is dealing with the monies that was left over from the Grow Iowa Values Fund. Those dollars came as stimulus dollars to the state of Iowa to help move the economy forward during a time of recessions. And within that, when we ended that program, we severed the ability of the department to access the money. We allow the department to access money that we haven't dedicated for specific purposes. And I talked about the importance of the Mainstream program. There are $15 million available. Those dollars would, Main Street program would come out of that. The Iowa Technology Association and the Iowa Innovation Council have been working to try to promote advanced manufacturing, and the Innovation Council has recommended $500,000 to pursue an advanced manufacturing hub here in Iowa, and we have dollars in there for that. Madam President, as you look through this budget, we really look at economic development in a comprehensive way that moves the state of Iowa forward. We agree with the governor's effort, and we match the governor's recommendations basically to the letter, besides putting some additional revenues in there. So with that, Madam President, that